All right, everybody, it's the moment of truth. We are going to see the master at his craft. We have our model Lee here. Say hi, Lee.
Hi.
Okay, Jeff, what are we going to be doing today?
Well, what I wanted to do today is I wanted to show one of the kind of funkier haircuts. Yeah. I'm going to be going in and taking out, we're doing a little bit of what we call an undercut. So we're going shorter through the sides here, and the top is going to be left longer. Again, it's kind of that, that almost Brianna kind of feel.
All right.
Right? That little bit of mohawk. Okay. And the crown, we're going to go a little bit shorter, and we're going to be cutting in, basically it's going to look like a triangle as I'm cutting.
All right.
I'm going to be cutting in this direction. So in the center here, it starts to become shorter.
Okay.
And what happens is the top becomes more of a triangle as well. We don't want it to go too wide, so we're only going to go to around the recession point.
Okay.
Okay, just in the recession areas. We're going to keep as much length as we can at the front, and we're going to keep as much length as we can out the back.
All right.
So the same at the bottom through here. So this will essentially be longer, and it'll be able to droop over top if we decide to do something funky, like blow it off to the side. But I think at this point, this is what we're going to do.
Yeah, okay, I'm excited.
Now we go through and we find our recession point.
All right.
The bottom of the recession point right here. Okay? And through the side, now I've got my triangle that I'm looking for, or my square, I guess you could say.
Okay.
I'm taking my next section on this angle right here.
Very neatly, I should
Very
say.
neatly.
Yeah.
Well, normally when I cut through, because I know the head so well, I just kind of zip through, but for the camera I want everyone to see, Lee, see what it is that we're doing precisely.
Yeah.
Right up to around the point on the top of the head. At this point, I want to keep the edge of the hair, I want to keep it longer so that we get kind of a wispy, very feminine look.
Right,
Still trying to keep this cut feminine.
Right.
So at this point, we're going to reach in and start cutting.
Okay.
So as I go, you'll be able to see what we're doing.
Put it through your fingers.
Yep.
You rest your hand on Lee's head, or?
Yeah, I'm pulling straight out, so I'm doing a 90-degree from that point. And I'm coming in quite short, okay, because we want to see a real difference in that. But I've left the perimeter long.
Right.
So we're still keeping it close. You can go as short as you want, but I still want it long enough that she can create any kind of movement.
Right.
So I'm going to go ahead and just bring it out just enough that she can create that, and we still get the look we're looking for. One of the key points in cutting this cut is also your thinning shears. A lot of people just grab thinning shears and just go in however they want. I think thinning shears are important to understand that when you're going in and you're taking weight out, it's not always just one little chop at a time. You go in and you're taking, I'm going base, mid-shaft, and ends. Base, mid-shaft, and ends.
Okay.
When I'm doing that is I'm taking the weight out so that we can get it close to the head.
Right.
And I'm still taking the mid-shaft and ends so that they don't sit like this on top of each other. They actually split.
Oh.
So it blends. So when I push down, I'm not getting those hard lines from cutting. Most of the cut you'll see, I try to cut everything vertically. Very rare do I cut anything horizontal. Because I find that when I'm cutting horizontal, I start seeing those lines, and I just don't like that at all. Around the frame here, I'm elevating. I'm picking it up and elevating towards the face. Right? And right through to the ends.
Wow.
So what I've done there
is
I've created a very feminine piece at the front. So she gets that real softness around the frame of the face.
What a difference with two techniques you just used.
Two techniques, that's right. I'm going to bring this down underneath because we are creating almost like a faux hawk effect.
Okay.
Right, down through here. Sorry, Leah, I'm hitting your earring there. Like that. Now here, you could go through with your thinning shears and just thin the whole thing out, but I'm going to start out with my scissor over comb, which I'm sure all of our stylists know how to do. When you're doing your scissor over comb, I've actually, in the past, I've learned that if you're doing scissor over comb on somebody around their ear and you're uncomfortable with it and you're afraid that you might nick them, get them to use the opposite arm to reach up, grab the back of their ear and pull it down. Now it's out of the way, their hand is out of the way, and you can get right in there and you can get close as you want without nicking anyone's ear. And it's still professional. It's not unprofessional for asking your client to do that. Okay?
That's a good tip.
This hair wants to grow this way, so I'm going to comb it back and just kind of trim it up a little bit.
So you're working with the hair and the way her hair falls as well, not just cutting.
Not just cutting. You need to know which way, the direction the hair is going to fall. So from there, I'm going to use my thinning shears again, and I'm going to comb down because the hair wants to grow this way.
Yes.
Comb down, and we're going to work in at the base of the hair, and come back up. I'm taking weight out now.
Yeah.
Now we've got the weight out of there, right?
Beautiful.
Now I want to bring this up in the
Gorgeous.
top. See how we've created kind of a triangle
Yep.
effect? I'm actually going to come up just a little bit higher, but I don't need it that short because we're going to continue on with the direction upwards, but I want it a little bit shorter than what she currently has.
Okay.
But we want to take it down a little bit. It'll help to get rid of some of the dead ends, and
All right.
it'll actually give us that design kind of coming out and up from the back.
Okay.